Colorless Uncommon Fossil and Day, looking to complete the new player experience. I need to complete Spark Rank. That's what it wants me to do. I get a pack for that. And I think this will complete new player experience. So Spark Rank, I can see my progress at this. And Spark Rank Tier 1, which is the highest of the tiers, you go 4, 3, 2, 1. And I've gotten 4 of the 5 little bars filled up. You don't lose, you don't go backwards for losses at all. So I just need 1 loss at this point, and I will complete that. So I will jump into a game and see what I can do with completing Spark Rank. All right, waiting for a game here. Looking to finish the last game in Sparked Rank, which will be nice to do. I think I've been not mulliganing enough. So let's see. Again, I'm going to mulligan because I haven't been getting enough lands to start the game. Okay, this is a keeper hand. Probably ditch the cohort, I think. I need the lower cost creatures. I think the tactician is really good, so I'll just do this. And obviously the tapped land, I don't have anything I can cast for 1 mana, so the tapped land is what of course gets played here. Next turn, let's see, it's kind of a split between which is better, which is worse. I'll cast this one. I do create a token, which gives me another blocking option. And of course, eventually, these soldiers get +1/+1, which is where these tokens then become, instead of 1/1 token, comes a 2/2 token, and that's quite nice. So all right, that land's tapped. They only have 1 mana they can spend this turn. They must have something that they could do if they wanted to. So we'll see what happens here. I need 3. I need to get another land in the next 2 turns. I don't need it this turn, but I need to draw a land either this over my next 2 turns. I don't want to miss land. I want to be able to get this tactician in play as soon as possible. Okay, so they didn't kick it, which makes sense. Wait, white, blue. Okay, the kickers. So at this point, I can trap, but I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to attack because I don't think, well, I could attack. I mean, they probably don't block me, right? If they do block, I don't mind the trade-off, right? I assume they're going to let me go. I could keep them just to block. We wipe each other out if we block, and I don't think they want that. So just take the cheap 2 damage, Eventually, I just got to get them to 0, so 2 is, part of the way there. Let's see what's going on here. And they might not play. They didn't kick the creature. They might not have the green land to kick the creature anyway. I'm not certain about that at this point. It's a red-blue is what I've seen. Can't be blocked. Okay. Whenever you cast. Okay, that's a little awkward. That's actually probably a lot. Okay, whenever, put an oil counter on it. I think I want to I think I want to take this creature out. That seems kind of dangerous, I gotta say. So I scry 2. That's actually really good. They're both really good. Let's see. I'm going to say done with that. I don't know. I'm not going to get land now, which that might have been a huge mistake. And I will attack with everybody. They can block me, but we knock each other out. So I don't know if they want to do that. They can't stop the flying, I don't believe. And unless they have some other spell they could cast, which maybe they do. Don't know. We'll see what happens here. I imagine I'm going to... Oh, they're going to block. Okay. All right, interesting. So just getting a little more damage on them, right? Not a lot. But they have no creatures in play now that can do anything, so that's a real plus. They're now getting more land into play than I am if I don't and I'm not going to top deck land the next 2 turns. So I might have made a big mistake there, right? I might have made a big mistake. Maybe I should have chucked both those cards to the bottom of the deck. Okay, well that's unfortunate for me, but it is what it is. Oil counter, but let's see. Okay, that's not bad. Flying, don't want to attack because no attacks. So, but now I can attack and I can get other tokens, creatures in play, and then I can tap them and draw some cards, and that's good. So this Sky Strike Officer has the potential to really helping me. The Electrostatic Infantry is a little scary. In that it builds up as they cast instants and sorcery spells, and then it has trample. So potentially, if he gets up to big numbers, trample big numbers is scary. I might just want to take him out though. This turn, I have the 3 land. I probably cast the ambush paratrooper, and I mean, first I probably okay, they're convoke. All right, so, but I can do 3 damage. That's good. So hopefully they don't if they get any more 1/1 counters on him, I can't take him out on my turn. So that's so he can deal 3 to attacking or blocking creatures. So I want to so I need to get him to block is what has to happen here. And if they don't, there's nothing I can do. So if they block, I take them out. So but obviously they should be aware of the trap, because why am I attacking here, right? And it looks like they're going to fall for the trap. I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping. This is a place for new players, so they could be a new player, but also they can be figuring I'm a new player as well, right? So that's quite nice there. And I attack now, boom. And I'll cast the ambush paratrooper at the end of my... Oh, wait. I can do it next turn as well, right? So I will do that. Okay, so I did attack. Oh, that's right. The one didn't actually attack because... I'll just wait on that. Just in case, let them spend more mana before I cast this spell is my thought. And then the problem is I can't cast another spell next turn, but I can then hopefully... Oh no, I lost the ability to... I can tap 3 soldiers and draw a card, which is super nice. So I'll do this. They have a lot of mana, so they're sitting... Either they have a hand that's no good, or they're sitting on something, right, to try to get me. And maybe I fell into their trap, right? They've kind of they played into my hands. Maybe I'm playing into their hands now. And that's all part of the game. If that's the case, I don't, it is what it is. Drew a land, so that's super, super awesome there. So I want to tap my soldiers. I have 3. That's the nice thing of... and I have a plane, so that's really good. My opponent does have something they can do. Hopefully they don't cause me too much distress. We'll find out. Okay, so I'll toss the planes into play. And now my tactician is quite nice. Hopefully, they have some options, I can tell. But the reason I'm casting it now is I do one extra. My officer now gets a +1 a 1/1 counter, so very nice there. I will attack. See what they do. Creating a token here. The deck's, now I'm kind of set up in a pretty good spot. I can draw cards per turn. I'm building up this little bench of armies. These 1/1 creatures now are 2/2. The tokens go from 1/1s to 2/2. I'm in a good position. Look, my opponent, they have more land in play, so they have and they have a lot more cards in hand than I do. So I don't know. They haven't done much though. So obviously I'm concerned about what they might do. But at this point, my guess is they're not going to do a ton. At least, and I'm hoping that, right? I've got them. You know, I've taken out one creature I was very concerned with. I tied up another one. So they're taking their time, and playing the land seems so they don't have any red basic lands. So, okay. I mean, a 3/4 puts a card back on top of their library. So, just gonna see what they got there. And it shows me, it makes sense, they're dealing the 3. Fortunately, these are both 4 damage. 4 toughness. So I can deal 3. So I think I want to do some tapping here, I'm thinking. I'll tap these. These are the least useful, I think. Draw a card. Opponent has some options here. They have 3 untapped lands right now of dual type. So we'll see what happens here. What are they doing? All right, I'll let them just do that. Okay. Oh, I could tap again. I guess that's why it's glowing, which I don't want to do. So I think I want to do this. So now this guy's getting kind of scary. But let's see. I want to do... This one does 3 damage, right? So I think if I'm going to put this token on this soldier, because now... Flying. Keep this guy around. And that's really nice there for sure. I now could draw a card as well. Right now I've got, but I think I'll end turn rather than drawing a card. Just gives me blocking options, right? Gives me, so I can you're not limited to one use of the tap 3 soldiers draw a card. So at this point I've got, I believe they're all soldiers, correct? Yep, they're not all flying, which is why this soldier, the tactician, I want to keep around because he gives me +1/+1, which means they do have that red spell card. Whoops, not trying to mute, but just hover over that. Do I want to draw a card now? I guess I do. I tell you what, I'm going to do this. Why don't I do this? 1. I have to tap all these guys, right? So there we go. Just draw a card. See what they do here. I mean, there are spells that target tapped creatures, which would make me sad. But okay, that's great. And I have the 5. And do I already have one of those in play? Yeah, I do. So that's a great creature. I may be just winning the game this turn. I'm not certain. So I will... Let's think. I cast him, right? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I just want to wipe them out with flying creatures here. 3, 3, 4. So I'm going to drop this on you. I just want to wipe them out with just flying. And if they can't stop me this turn, I win the game. They have land. They have a bunch of mana unspent though. So let me tap these tokens. They're all stacked up, makes it easy. Yeah, see what happens here. So I'm going to next. I'll attack. I think I win the game this turn. I don't have it. So flying, 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 right? So if two of these creatures get through, it's game over. And if they do, assuming they don't, I still have options at the end. If I don't win the game, I can use this ability again and such. So let's just see what happens. They have to stop two of them from getting through, though, because a 4, and a 3, I get it. So I get 7 if they take out one of my 4 strength creatures. So I should have game here. I think. I don't imagine. Okay, I mean that's fine. 3 to me, it doesn't take me out though, right? So that's probably just, that was all the only play they had, but it obviously was not effective. So got things going that game. Getting enough lands early is important. Knowing when to mulligan. So now I'm bronze tier, ranked 4. So I think I finished Spark rank, I believe. We'll see what things say on like the home screen, and I'll take a look at the. All right, so ban. So now they're telling me ban standards. Okay, ban historic cards. You get copies. An equivalent wild card if I have those in my collection. So I can buy things in the store. I got my card for my reward. Acquired pack. Okay, that's good. So now they want me to rank up. So that's great. So great job. Thanks for completing Sparked rank. This guy can follow Sparky. So I think now I may be done with everything in the game, I think. Let me just take a look at the play section and check out the find match. I think, so Alchemy is here. Sparked rank is gone. And I now believe I'm bronze, tier 4. So that's kind of the next thing the game wants me to work on. So finish with the new player experience, I believe. And as it looks, and it wants me, besides daily challenges, I will work on ranking up, and I'll get a pack for that. So excellent. I made it through the new player experience. I think it's pretty well constructed, honestly. I like it. It's, coming from the world of Pokemon TCG, primarily in the way live setup. There are complaints about the lack of tutorial, new player experience. It has a bit, live has a bit of a tutorial, but it's nothing compared to how Arena's set up. Now, Arena's monetized. That's a big difference, but it's a very good, it's a very well-developed game, and I think a very good onboarding process for new players sets up new players to really participate in Arena and enjoy it and do well. So go play your favorite TCG, have some fun, and take care.